This is IBP Event Recap.
Hello everyone and welcome to another IBP Meet Recap. Last Saturday we had the IBP NC State Push-Pull Championships in Gastonia, North Carolina. We had 34 lifters and man, the females just keep on growing. 10 of the 34 were all women.
10 of the 34 are women? Wow.
Yeah,
It's a high ratio. All these strong ladies are coming up.
And we had a lot of big deadlifters out of the female class too. Landon James, she was novice in the 148 class, and she pulled 330.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, so she wasn't playing. And then we had a master female, or two of them actually, that pulled 320.
Oh my goodness. That's that grandma strength.
And then we had one lady pull 350, Miss Lacey Crow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was impressive, especially Landon. I think it may have been her first meet or close to it. She was in a novice division.
Yep.
So that's crazy numbers for a first time.
And
lifter.
she also benched 185.
Yeah.
So she did real well.
Yeah.
We had a pair of youth lifters. The first was Sam Cower in the 132 class. He was in the youth 12 to 13 pure raw. And he deadlifted 175 and benched 100 pounds.
Hey.
It's fun, man, during these meets with all these young kids, because, you know, he started a couple years ago, 10, 11. It's awesome to watch these guys grow as they continue on with their powerlifting careers.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, I remember him when he was little, and now he's growing up and being a teenager.
Being a teenager.
Yeah.
Man, get them started young. Get them pumped full of hormones and get like those chickens.
He's just getting started.
Yeah. Well, and you had Dawson Carswell.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the 12 to 13, did a 340 deadlift.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, like 13 years old or something. It's crazy.
Man.
I didn't realize he was that young. But hey, everyone, make sure to listen until the end of the episode. Later on, we're going to have a talk with the Special Olympics coach in Asheville, North Carolina, Bill Duncan. But right now, how about we talk about Timothy McVicker?
Oh, yeah. I tell you, I was surprised to see Tim show up. Hadn't seen him in, man, it's been 8 or 10 years. And, you know, we had trained together some in the past, and he was always a big-time bencher, and I mean a really good bencher back in the day. And he showed up yesterday, and he was in the push-pull, and I thought that was kind of odd. And anyway, he had a good bench. He benched 380. He's about 58 years old. And but anyway, when the deadlift rolled around, that scoundrel ended up pulling 570 and probably could have done more. And it was like, wow. I mean, it was kind of inspiring to see him, you know, deadlift like he did, and, you know, knowing that his real thing back in the past was benching. So it was good to see him.
And plus, like you said, he's close to 60 years old.
Yeah.
Man, he's almost deadlifting more than me at 60 years old.
I tell you what, man, if you could have seen him bench 10 or 12 years ago, he was one of the top benchers here in North Carolina.
Well, he benched in the fives, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's got a shoulder that's bothering him, and he still was able to do 380. I mean, I think it was his left shoulder, may have been his right, I don't know, but one of his arms was dragging, you know, on his presses. Mm-hmm. You could tell his shoulder was bothering him. But yeah, he was impressive, no doubt.
Yeah, the biggest deadlift of the day was Robert Warren with a 605.
605? Wait, how old was this guy?
It's police, fire, military, but I say he's in his 30s, maybe early 40s.
Oh, he's not.
242.
Man.
Yeah, 242 class.
And I think he had the biggest bench press, too. at 4:05.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, we had 4 outstanding lifters on Saturday. Landon James was our open outstanding lifter for the females. Emily Collins was our best teen lifter. Timothy McVicker was the best masters lifter. And Robert Warren was the best open lifter for the day.
Man, that's some impressive strength being that old. I always wonder what me and some of the people my age are going to be like when we're old, if we're going to be able to compete, if we're going to be dead.
Got some young, strong people coming along.
Man, if you can pull 570 when you're 60, that's getting it pretty good.
I mean, I always wonder, I mean, you know, a lot of people started getting into this powerlifting earlier and earlier, and then some people didn't get into it until their 30s. I mean, if you train, I wonder how many years, if you train for 12 hard years and you start at 14, like, you're in your 20s, and then I wonder how many more hard years of training you got till you just bust.
There ain't no telling, man.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but you've got probably better nutrition than a lot of us had when we started.
That's true.
And some people have some good coaching and some people don't, but that's going to play into it long term because
that's probably the biggest factor. Probably how you train.
You know, yep. As long as you can stay away from big injuries, you'll be all right.
This Tim, did his deadlift increase or like did he just never deadlift?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, I never saw him deadlift at all because the nights I trained with him was bench night, and we did it over at Mayodan, North Carolina.
Okay.
And so I didn't see him but once a week, and he did not compete, as far as I know, in the deadlift. And if he did, I don't remember it. So that was kind of a shock to me. I mean, I looked at him. He opened up with 500, and I thought, well, maybe he's going to do 530 or something.
Wow.
And then he comes out there and hits a 570 and told me he's looking forward to hitting 600. So that was it really was. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's really neat.
And then, you know, Frank Beam, he had a Masters Elite deadlift, 535 at 242, 55 to 59. Yep, so the Masters lifters are coming out and the female lifters are coming out.
Yep.
I hope that Robert Warren comes around more. It'd be interesting to see what he squats, because he's strong.
Yeah, he is.
Up next is our conversation with Bill Duncan. Hello, everybody. We are here with Mr. Bill Duncan. We've known him for a while, but he is currently helping out with the Special Olympics team in Asheville, North Carolina. How are you doing today, Bill?
Doing good, Tim. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, we can't complain. So how long have you been working with the Special Olympics?
We're on our 8th season. We're on our 8th season, and man, and these guys are awesome, man. I look forward to Thursday nights getting trained with them.
So y'all train once a week?
Yes, sir. We only get about an hour, a little bit over an hour a week on Thursday nights. So we got to pack it in the best that we can, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we really enjoy having y'all at the meets and everything. It's an awesome thing to watch, and we enjoy all your guys. You had about 5 lifters yesterday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Keith and Tim. Hey, our boys really great. You know, we greatly appreciate the hospitality y'all show toward us. These guys, man, they really, y'all, you just really and truly just don't know how much it means to these guys. Man, y'all were, man, we're indebted to y'all guys. To be honest with you, our guys, they really do. They get up for it. Whenever you say Iron Boy, they get up for it. Whenever you say,
they get ready.
Oh yeah, they do. They get pumped.
Well, that's a two-sided road because we really enjoy having y'all.
Thank you. See, our guys, a lot of them, we've got a couple of athletes that have never that never really did, that their parents have kind of not really did a whole lot with, and there's a few of them, outside Special Olympics, they've never had the opportunity to do a whole lot. So whenever they get called up there and get that trophy, it just means the world to them guys. They really, y'all really and truly, you have no idea that these guys, they get all over themselves on it.
Well, let's talk about yesterday. How do you think that went with your lifters? Who were the lifters that were in the meet yesterday?
Well, we had Sean Griffin, also known as Van Vader, as he likes to be called.
Van Vader.
Oh yeah. He likes wrestling just a little bit. Yeah. But he started out as Stone Cold.
Yeah, right.
We had him, and we had a brand new guy. We had Sean Stewart, who likes to be called Stewie. Yesterday was his first meet, and he pulled 250 yesterday, and I was very, very happy with him over that. And he was he's one of the ones that never had really participated in anything, and he's in his mid-20s, and it really and truly, he's one of the ones that it means a lot to all of them, but to him, the whole trophy, it means the world to him.
Yeah.
We also have Brian Comer, who's been with us for a while. Him and Big Robbie Walker. Both of them guys, they fought it out in their weight class. It was kind of interesting to see them compete against each other.
Yeah.
And then we also have Patrick Wise. Which Patrick is a phenomenal athlete. He lives in Raleigh now, but he started out with us. But Patrick is one of these guys that he's 100% all the time, and he's one of the ones. He loves powerlifting. He bugs the crap out of me during the week, asking me about training continuously. But that's guys. And Patrick also, he hit 2 personal records yesterday. He had a personal record in the bench press, and he hit a personal record in the deadlift. So
it was like 375, something like that.
375 was his best meet PR, and his bench press, I forgot what he got. I think he might have tied or beat a PR in his.
Yeah.
But, and then Robbie Walker, he had a personal record in his deadlift. He deadlifted 230, and so his best before then was 225. But PR is PR, right?
Oh yeah,
that's right. Well, and we had Sean Griffin. He did the bench only.
Yes, he did. Sean did. Sean, I was tickled with Sean because his family they've been reluctant on letting him compete, and we talked him into letting him compete because he loves the last couple of competitions he just went to. He wanted to know when it was his time to lift.
Yeah.
And then so we made sure that he was able to do the bench press only, and he did good because he did 110 on the bench press. I was very tickled with him. He's something else, and he's the grandpa of the bunch. He's 48. Yeah, the guys, all of our guys, all of them but one yesterday. All of them's from a group home. Patrick's mom and dad was there, but the rest were from group home. So they call him Grandpa.
I'll tell you one thing I was impressed with was with one of your guys that didn't even lift, Mr. Alex. He came and helped you coach.
Oh yeah. Alex is one of the ones that I wish I had the heart and his enthusiasm. Because if everyone looked at the world the way Alex Potts does, then the world would definitely be 100 times better than what it is. Alex is a good guy. He does deadlift. With Alex, every time we train on Thursday nights, he don't mind the bench and he can tolerate the squats, but he's always asking if we're going to deadlift tonight. But he's trained his back, and so he had to set this one out, and so we're looking hopefully for he did 300 before at practice, but we're looking hopefully get him to deadlifting over 300 in the meet sometime, and so he gets up for it. He loves it.
Well, we had fun, and I could see they were having a ball. Their enthusiasm and everything that they bring to the meet, like I say, we always enjoy them as much as they enjoy lifting.
Oh yeah, they love getting to pick their own music too. That right there, that is like I'm more worried about what they're getting them weighed in and getting them getting their openers and stuff like that, but they don't worry about that. They're more into what's going to be cool to come out to. So I want to thank y'all guys for that. Whenever I hear Sean Griffin, come out to bring on the noise, I can't help but just shake my head.
Van Vader.
Yeah, really.
That's cool. Well, Bill, tell us how did you get involved with the Special Olympics? How did that happen?
Well, actually, the lady that was over the Special Olympics for Buncombe County at the time, a lady by the name of Grace Young, she works out at my gym, and
okay.
And anyway, these guys they were in working out one day, they just started the program, and then there was a couple of the coaches that are no longer with us. Then John Holyfield was another one of our coaches, but he just has had other stuff going on right now. Anyway, I seen them one Saturday, and they kind of invited me to come on in and help out. Well, that was 8 years ago, and so
how about that?
Here we are. And these guys. We've lost a few along the way, and we've picked up a few. But man, these guys, they've kept at it pretty strong. Alex Potts been with us right from the get-go. He's the only one that's still left from our original group. And we had Matty Paletti. He'd been with us for 7 years, but his family moved to Florida. And we've had a few of them come along the way, but hey, we've had some. We picked up a couple of coaches along the way. We have Jamie White, he's awesome, and we had two. We've had two more. We had Scott and Taylor Delaplane, and we've also had Crystal Snelson. Without them guys, we wouldn't have been there yesterday, no doubt. I mean, these guys, they're awesome. That they're a good group of people to work with these guys. And so I love it. It's a direct opposite of what I deal with, on my job. Man, I look forward to Thursday nights with these guys. These guys are awesome. Shoot, Keith, I appreciate it, man. This is they do all the work. I just they sit back and watch. I look back, I mean, these guys, man, the Lord's afforded me the opportunity to do a few things, athletically. I mean, as far as, playing football was the thing I did, then I used to compete myself in powerlifting, and then, of course, the Highland Games and, everything, like that. I mean, I've never really been what you call a great athlete, nowhere near like Mike Neal or Michael Belt or any of them guys, for goodness sake. But, the Lord's afforded me the opportunity to win a few things here and there. But I get more out of seeing Sean Griffin hit that 110-pound bench or Patrick Wise hit that 370 deadlift than I ever have for anything that I've been able to accomplish. For me, and I get more satisfaction out of that. These guys, I'm man, I can't say enough about them.
Well, I tell you, we had fun yesterday. I appreciate you coming on with us and helping us recap the meet. We didn't feel like we could do the recap without, talking about the Special Olympics. We appreciate you taking time I know you're driving down the road right now, headed home. So I appreciate you taking time to talk with us today.
Oh, that's okay, brother. Hey, I enjoy it. Hey, that's two of my special things. Two of my favorite things is talking about powerlifting and the Special Olympics. I could dang sure. I love both of them. I'm a big fan of both.
Well, guys, that does it for our recap of the IBP NC State Push-Pull Championships. We'd like to thank Jonathan Logan and the whole Luray team for letting us into their gym to have the competition. And we'd also like to thank our special guest, Bill Duncan. But most of all, thank you for listening. We'll catch everyone next time. Goodbye.
Please subscribe and thank you for listening. Be sure to follow @IronBoy Powerlifting on social media for all the latest updates.